What's up, guys? Blue Fox 22 coming at you with a new video. It's an update on the PC. Okay, this is awesomeness. This is awesome sauce. First thing I do want to address. Last vlog update, I did something kind of mean and I didn't warn you guys. I had surgery on my hand and I kind of showed you. Again there. I'm sorry about that. I should have warned you guys because I know some people were squeamish, but I apologize for that. Also, the vlog update videos and the PC build update videos, I'm not going to monetize them. I'm going to take those off of I'm going to take the ads off of this so they're completely free. Those are videos for you guys. I don't want to make money off of those videos. It might hurt me in the end, but I don't care. You know, like I said, I'm doing content for you guys, and this is why me and my fiance are going through the process. Not only for me to work at home as a CAD technician to do freelance work, but also so I can do YouTube too and provide content for you guys. Next week, I get my stitches out. I just put this back on this morning because at night I sleep without it. You know. I just put this back on to help with this video because this, like I said, is PC updates, and it's a good one. We got some pretty neat stuff in there, and this is just this is just the beginning part of the video. Forgive me if it's a little choppy, because I'm using YouTube Capture on the iPad, so it's going to cut and completely stop, and then it's going to jump. Hopefully, it's going to look like a jump cut, like I'm using Blueberry Soft. It's going to be jump cut to the next part, and it's going to be facing what I'm looking at right now as to why I need the dagger of awesomeness. Alright, guys. Let's do this. Yeah, I know the light balance looks like garbage. I'm going to fix it. I have the window open and the lamp on, and now I look like I'm red versus blue face. Anyway, be right back. Okay, this is going to be very choppy, very shaky. So if you're queasy, please forgive me, give me. Why am I repeating myself several times in a row like that? Also, forgive me if I bumped the mic. I did in the last video, and I apologize. That gets very annoying. So, let's see what we got today. I believe this is the motherboard, the SSD, and the motherboard, SSD, thermal compound, and something else in there. But we'll get there. Got that side open, got this side open. Got this open. And got that open. And that's open too. But that's there for a reason. I can move the weight up of the iPad box. Okay. In here we have motherboard. We had the video card, the solid state drive, and the thermal compound for the CPU and the CPU fan. And lots of pillows. Lots and lots of pillows. Which I am not complaining about. Alright. First up we have the Coolmaster High Performance Thermal Compound. Ow. Look at that. Look at that beauty. ADATA SSD, 64 gig. This is for the operating system. Okay, might have to order a I had a brain fart. Might have to order a sled for that because my CPU doesn't, the PC case doesn't have a sled for SATA drives. We have the 1024 megabyte DDR3 GeForce 8400 GS. Yes, I bought a budget, quote unquote budget graphics card, but I don't care right now. slam it down. And the granddaddy of it all, our motherboard. This is the ASRock H97M Anniversary Edition. Now, I didn't go digging around seeing what the best motherboard is, what the best video card is, what the best, what the best of the best is. I'm on a budget, so I didn't go cheap, but I didn't go uber expensive. I could have easily dropped $2, probably $3 on this PC, but I'd be here for about 4 years, as opposed to, I'd say, 3-4 months for one hell of a build. Excuse me, sorry about that. So I'm going to pause again, and then I'm going to open these up. Well, we're going to take a look at these individually, and then we'll be right back, guys. I think first up will be the motherboard. Alright, be right back in a second, guys. Okay, we are back. First up, motherboard. Forgive me if I'm looking a little weird. I'm doing this as best as possible so the camera's not shaky. I'm using a setup so where I can see the screen, and I am not in your way. Alright, so get all of our usual stuff. IO shield, which is a good thing. That's what I want. Some lovely SATA cables. Ooh, designed for SATA 3. 64 gigabytes a second. Of course, our user manual, peripheral, drives. Please, for the love of God, whenever you order computer parts, never, unless you have to for some weird reason, never use the drive disk. These drives are old. These drives were created when this particular type of motherboard came out. These drives are old. Your PC will eventually, shit itself and not know what to do because these drives are old. You will have problems with video cards. You will have problems with certain drivers for certain peripherals. Certain hard drives won't work. Solid state drives won't work. Please go to their website, download the latest drivers, and update everything. Since we're doing a fresh build on this PC, I'm going to have to do that. And here is the mother of all PCs. Well, not mother of all CPUs. This is like one of the nicest CPUs that I've seen. Or CPUs. I keep saying CPU. I don't know why I keep saying CPU. Motherboards that I've seen for its size and for cost. Okay. Take her out of the static bag for real quick. Look at that beauty. That is awesome. We'll have some monster RAM going in here too. I have 3 slots to plug stuff into, 4 RAM slots, and beauty upon beauty. We have, sorry guys, my hand. We have 4, these are USB 2.0, 2 USB 3.0s, oh boy, Elna audio. So we have, of course, standard audio connections, standard PS2 connections, VGA, DVI, and HDMI. I will be using the HDMI. And it's the only thing I don't like about this motherboard that I've seen with a lot of the budget ones, the ones that I could afford. This right here. We have the USB ports and the Ethernet connection using one housing. I've seen this by itself, and I've seen it stacked on top of USB ports. I personally don't like this, but for the price, I wasn't going to complain. So, Forgive me. Alright. Next up, when I do the... I don't know if I'm going to install this and show you guys, or if I'm just going to wait, because the CPU cooler that I'm getting requires that I install a bracket underneath the motherboard first, so I'm probably going to end up waiting for that. That should be coming not next week, but the week after, because we have, you know, lives and bills and rent to pay. Rent versus computer PC, or computer part. I think I'll choose rent. So yeah. This motherboard is Windows 8.1 ready. Most likely Windows 10 ready. I'm not going to assume that. You can look it up yourself. I will give specs in a minute. I have to go and find my data sheet on the specs and stuff, which I apologize I didn't do. And I will give you guys a little install video with the I/O shielded. Isn't that lame? Okay. Alright, so this was the ASRock H97M Anniversary Edition. It is ready for Intel. It has Intel chipsets H97. Of course, it says it on the front of the box. You can do different things with the ASRock App Shop. It has 3 different ways for graphic outputs. It has the ELNA or ELNA audio caps. Forgive me. And it is spike protected. That is the main thing that I wanted for this PC, was to me not having to worry about electrical spikes, electrical surges, lightning strikes, and ESDA strikes, or ESDA protection. I wanted to make sure this bad boy wasn't going to short out, because I think that's what happened to the last 2 PCs. I noticed when I was taking apart our last one, 6 minutes, okay. It literally just the CPU didn't give me any problems. It was the hard drive for both of them. Oh, sorry about that. So next up, the ADATA SSD 2.5. This is a 64 gig solid state drive. Oh man, this is gonna be sweet. This is my first SSD. Cut that bad boy open. And it's new. I ordered new. I think the only thing that's new is the motherboard. It's an open box. But Newegg, I got all this stuff from Newegg, by the way. Newegg said that this is all brand new. Here she is. Beautiful and ready to go. 6 gigabytes per second. Lovely. And I believe it is a little mounting bracket. It is. It's a double-sided sticky, double-sided with so it's double-sided tape on the back. So I could mount this to the bottom and mount my SSD somewhere inside there, so I don't have to worry about the rack. And since there's no moving parts, even if it were to come unhinged or unglued, I could, I don't have to worry about, damage to the OS. And that's exactly what this is for. This is strictly for the OS, nothing else. I did learn something from watching Linus Tech Tips. And this is a quick start guide. Just general information. How to install, how to take care of it. configuring the BIOS and partitioning everything. And it even says, like, if you are going to install an OS onto the SSD, first, please delete the original partition before repartitioning the SSD during installation of the OS. That's a good thing to know. Alright. So that was the ADATA solid state drive. We're going to save the best for last. I'm not going to open the thermal compound because you guys know what it looks like. I'm just going to show you the packaging again. Unless you want to know more about it. I mean, it's thermal compound. This is good for CPUs, video graphics cards, etc. And it's pretty easy to use. It's like a syringe. White, non-flowing. Let's see. Specific gravity when cured. 2.37? What is that supposed to mean? How would I go about using very expensive equipment to measure my gravity in my house? Anyway. Shelf life 24 months. That's not too bad. And this is good up into 177 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not too good. If your PC gets that hot, you need to clean it. So that's that. All right, next up, last but not least. I know a lot of you probably just cried then because I scratched the box. Don't worry. That dagger is uber. It's cool. This is the GeForce 1 gig DDR3 8400 GS video card. Video card, graphics card, whatever you want to call it. I get fussed at by a lot of my Uber gamer friends who call it, it's a graphics card. It is whatever I want it to be. If I want to call it pancakes, I'll call them pancakes. Anyway, sorry. There we go. Open the wrong end. Come on. What is going on here? I will cut you open. Okay, so that's a face bracket. Face bracket. There we are. And is that empty? Does that look empty to you? I think it's empty. I don't think there's anything else in there. Nope. Alright, we're empty. Like I said before, do not, unless you have to, do not use these. Get the new stuff. Alright, here we go. Always remember the first rule, never touch the contacts. Even though these ones are covered. And that's my rule of thumb. If you get a graphics card or any kind of peripheral that goes inside of your PC, if there's no polycaps on that end to protect the contacts, and it didn't come in a static bag or whatever, double check it. Make sure it works. And that is a port for a fan, and that's the heatsink. I'm probably going to get a fan for this. I'll look up to see what kind of fan this thing can take and get a fan for it. But this is going to be for gaming. It's not going to be for video. I might strictly use this just for AutoCAD. So, nothing to worry about. But with that HDMI port, that's going to be lovely. And then I'll have two of these. I'll have, not two of these exact ones, but I have this one in a an ASI graphics card, or my mother-in-law's, that I thought my mother-in-law's computer could use, and she can't. So, But yeah, that's this beautiful baby. She is pretty. Brand new. And like I said, all of these came from Newegg. In the next video, I will list, if I don't put it down in the description below, then I will list all of the parts and all of the prices for the parts on there. Alright, so that was it, guys. I want to swing it around real quick and pop on this IO shield. Oops. That was the mirror. I don't know if you can see it or not because it is kind of down low. If I'm not mistaken, IO shields coming from the inside. Whoops! Whoopsies! Accursed hand. You gonna get in there for me? Got one side. There we go. Up. Curse me not having the finger strength in his hand. I think that's in. Yeah. Yep, that's in. First part of a wonderful day. I wake up to my lovely fiance's cat waking me up, and then now I go downstairs to get breakfast, then I hear a knock on the door, and I get a lovely surprise as far as CPUs go. Well, PCs go, and I open the door to see a package from Newegg. So this day couldn't have gotten any better. Alright guys, I will check you in the next video. Oh man, this is going to be one heck of a build. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts in, 6 parts to go, 11 parts all together. Minus the free stuff that I already had. I already had a 1 terabyte hard drive and a DVD drive from our previous PC. So, if you're wondering, the terabyte hard drive came from a friend of mine. He upgraded to a 4 terabyte hard drive, so he gave me his 1 terabyte hard drive for free, which was awesome. And the DVD drive came from our previous build. Well, I should say CD drive, because I can't read DVDs. Came from our previous build. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just epicness in it all. Newegg, you guys rock. I had some problems in the past, but you know, they were very gracious with some words of encouragement, some words of warning, replacement parts, money returned. I've never had any problems with them in the past, other than that, and now they are earning their worth. Like I said, all these parts were bought at Newegg, and if you're planning on building a PC and you have the cash, you don't need nothing crazy. You don't need nothing uber expensive. I'd say all in all, after I'm done with this PC, it'd be less than $1,000, and it's a good build. Nothing, as long as you're not planning on doing nothing crazy, then a PC does not need, you know, a terabyte graphics card or the best, biggest, baddest motherboard in the world. You can have a damn good gaming and design PC, even if you're on a budget. Alright guys, I rambled on enough. Me and the dagger of epicness will see you again in the next PC build. See ya!